Yo, welcome back everybody to another Top 5 It's What Entertainment. Today's topic is going to be the top 5 hardest stray fairies to collect in Snowhead Temple. Shout out EmptyGarbageCan, by the way, for the footage. I appreciate you, broski. And for number 5, I chose this room here with the Majora's Mask emblem with that frozen block there. All you got to do is use a bomb and destroy that wood crate, and out comes the fairy. I didn't really realize this as a kid, even though I had the dungeon map and the compass. I could literally see where it was, but regardless, though, it comes in at number 5. Number 4 spot is going to be this room with the icicles that dangle from above. As you can see, one just barely clipped my man's there. And unless you don't have the lens of truth handy, if you're not thinking straight, or if you don't even realize that there's a little bit of ice hanging, you'll probably never run into this one. Obviously, I didn't. I had to use a guide, so I looked that one up. Comes in at number 4 for the number 3 spot. This one's kind of similar to that one in the regard that you got to use the lens of truth. And it also requires making good use of the Gohan's mask. It's really not a hard jump, but as a kid, I would always fall over at the easiest tricks. It's this room here where you're able to ground pound the switches for that one puzzle. All you got to do is use the lens of truth, look above, and shoot it with an arrow to free the fairy. And obviously, if you have the Great Fairy's mask, it's going to follow you regardless. I put that one at number 3 because I obviously couldn't figure that one out myself either. Number 2 spot. This one, I'm proud to say I did actually figure out, but not as this guy does it here. Obviously, in this room, all you have to do is use the fire arrows once you obtain them to shoot the eye. That activates the switch. And for the longest time, I saw that chest, which he ends up using his hookshot on. If you're just progressing through the game, usually though, or as you're supposed to, you're not going to have the hookshot this early, and you're actually able to use the lens of truth. There's an invisible set of platforms, and that's how you're initially supposed to get up there. Like, that's the intended way. Obviously, once you have the hookshot, it makes it a lot easier. Comes in at number 2. For the number 1 spot, I'm sure you guessed it if you've ever played through this dungeon. It's going to be the infamous Deku flower that's in the hidden ledge. I seriously can't imagine being one of the kids that figure this out on their own. They must have been hella hype, going crazy, because, man, who would think to jump down there, and who would think to even use the lens of truth? Because if you're not on any of the top 3 levels, you're not going to be able to make this ledge. And usually when you're at those top 3 levels, you're about to finish the dungeon anyway. So comes in at my number 1 spot. Let me know what you guys thought of this list, if I should do more stray fairy content as such, or maybe even more Ocarina of Time videos. You let me know in the comment section. And thanks again for watching. It's What Entertainment. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.